Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Glad to see so many people already here. This is going to be a fun one, right? Last week we had a blast playing Gabriel Night 2, The Beast Within. We're back this time around. Hey Nick, thank you. We're back this time around to pick up where we left off. We had just gotten into chapter 2. Grace was now officially on the case. Hey Jane, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Grace was officially on the case. We are exploring, was it Rittenberg? We're exploring the town around Schloss Ritter, and we are getting ready to see what's up with all these werewolves that seem to be running around. There's mysterious mutilation murders happening here in Germany and Radersburg, that's right. And we are going to get to the bottom of all this. So thanks everyone for joining me. This is a great crowd already. Glad to see everyone here. So I won't stall too much longer. I will load up. And we had just been exploring the town. Let's see if
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
Hey, goat presbytery goat. Werewolves. If anyone needs to hear Werner say werewolves, he is actually a featured sticker this week. You can just hover over the video window and for 50 bits, slap Werner straight onto the stream so we can hear his wonderful delivery of the word werewolves anytime we want to. So just hover right over there, slap a sticker on the screen. You'll be glad you did. I'll be glad you did. You'll be supporting the channel and helping out Werner get a little bit more screen time. I don't think I have anything at the post office right now. No, NBA Dag, you do not have to try not to abuse it. Abuse it all you want.
It's locked.
Okay. A locked door. This was the Rathaus, right? The Rathaus, the town hall?
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Jane, it's actually my first time playing, so I'm really excited. Oh, that's great to hear, Sarah. I'm glad that I inspired you to start up your own playthrough. I've been having the best time with this. I've been looking forward to getting back and streaming this again so much over the past week. So,
do you keep Old Town records here? Criminal trial records?
Yes, we have files going back to the 12th century.
Great. Werner Huber told me about a local trial that supposedly involved a werewolf. I'd like to learn more about it.
werewolf?
What was the date?
Sometime in the 1700s?
I'm afraid I would need a more specific time frame. We have many files.
Yes, of course. Thanks for your time.
Certainly. Good day.
That was a little bit of an awkward cut, huh? Okay, yes, I just need something roughly 17th century. I'll let you fill in the details. It was a good century. We already went to the church and we found that little heart that was on one of the sarcophagi, so I think we're good there. Maybe it's time to head back to the castle and see what Gerda's up to. We can continue the simmering tension plotline between her and Grace. See how she's doing.
Gerda? Yes?
I have not asked her about the car yet.
Do you have the keys to the car outside?
That is Gabriel's car. He doesn't even let me drive it.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Oh, wow.
Well, thanks.
All right.
Hey, King of Nowhere, welcome. Yes, Gabriel Night 2. What could be better?
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
Ooh. Grace is just stone cold.
He doesn't need my help. He doesn't need my help.
Oh, wait. This is interesting. What we have here?
Nice closet. Nice closet. Nice closet.
A nice closet. I agree with Grace. Heckin' nice closet. No, I mean, we can all agree. It's a nice closet. Absolutely. Oh, there's another part of the room you can see up there. Thank you. Maybe while we're up there, we'll check out the closet again. She can't hide in there yet. Heard a rumor that's actually a wardrobe. Yeah, that's a whole can of worms that we can't afford. Oh, wow, there is a whole other area. Oh, man. Kill the repairman and stuff the guy in the closet. That's what Hitman would do. Agent 47 knows what to do with a wardrobe.
Ritter ancestors, I assume. Ritter ancestors. He doesn't need my help. Nice view of the Alps.
The dude needs to leave before I can deal with the closet. Okay, here we go. Another conversation.
Gerda?
Yes?
Gerda, there's a locked door in Gabriel's bedroom. Do you know where it goes?
It goes to the Schattenjäger library.
That's where all the Schattenjäger records are kept?
Yes?
Why is the door locked?
Gabriel doesn't want the workmen in there.
Oh. Can I get the key?
No, the library is for Schattenjägers only.
Well, thanks.
All right.
Wow. All right. I guess we'll have to become a Schattenjäger. All right. The guy finished his work. He apparently dove out the window because we didn't see him come downstairs. But at least he's gone now. Ooh, tools. He went up the chimney, pulled a reverse Santa, he got on out of here. He's thinking, I could use this to stab Gerda.
I don't think I need that.
He rappelled back up through the ceiling like De Niro in Brazil. That checks out. All right. This looks like a place where you could pry something loose. Is that not the case? Use screwdriver and fireplace hole. I have to look more closely at it. Okay, maybe this will trigger it. Yeah, you'd think. I think Grayson, that's a really good point. More adventure game heroes could just like breeze through this stuff if they simply carried a screwdriver, a crowbar, a hammer, a couple of other small tools. All right. Yeah, a small step stool alone would be great. All right. So we earned that. Let's go back to this nice closet. Ooh, there's a passage in the nice... Oh, no. No, by opening the passage... No, there's no more nice closet. It's a nicer closet now, but she won't say nice closet. Ooh. Next stop, Narnia. No more Mr. Nice Closet.
Someone's been using this passageway.
A passageway user, eh? Oh, that's the way back out. Or is this a different room?
Let me guess. Gerda's bedroom. What a surprise.
I like how sometimes her inner monologue is like filtered slightly, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it just feels like she literally phoned it in. It's the shortcut to Gerda's room. Okay, which Sierra guy is that? He's one of their music guys, right? That's an actual photo of one of their developers, not just Wolfgang. Yes, okay. That's Bill Davis. I couldn't remember. He's, yeah, I knew it was a Sierra dude. I know this photo appeared in an issue of Interaction magazine. I don't know if this is meant to be like a rib or if it was just like the best photo they had. Like, someone get me a great photo. Like, we have this very handsome photo of Bill Davis, Sierra developer. Oh, wait. She enjoyed reminiscing about Wolfgang so much the first time. All right. What else can we ransack in here? Feel like we're nice, nice, Bill Davis. We getting? Is this gonna make me pick it up again? Yes. I was hoping it would let me go through the drawer. Can I skip? Is that a thing? Oh, it is a thing.
That must be Wolfgang. Something to remember him by, I guess.
Ah, open the closet, but don't leave. Use Gerda's lipstick and don't replace the cat. Yes, Bill Davis, Sierra developer and creator of Garfield. Ooh, she has nice robes in her nice closet. Nice. Theft. It works. Big old cartoony key. Well, I mean, it is a castle. Castles have keys like that, right?
I can't go out that way. I don't want Gerda to know I'm in here.
It's a key-ass looking key. Nice key. Oh, wait. Alright, so she kind of wistfully looks in there.
Gerda's clothes. Isn't she just as cute as a button?
Ooh.
Gerda's clothes. Isn't she just as cute as a button?
Wow. Where does this go? In the music cue, it sounds like it goes straight to my death. Serious mom pants. I kind of love Grace's outfit. Mom pants and all. I like the little, would you call those epaulettes when they like button down on the shoulder like that? I don't know. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. It's Gabriel Knight 2. It is a blast. We are exploring the nicest closets in Bavaria. It's Professor Drag. King of Nowhere hates the shoulder things. I love the shoulder things. What is this, StairQuest 2? Oh god, if StairQuest 2 was a full motion video game, maybe that's the secret.
I think it'll be quicker to go back the way I came.
So I'm just at the back of the castle here? Okay. I like that they bother with little transitional scenes like this. Yeah, khakis and a button down's the way to go. Would Jess perform his own stunts in StairQuest 2? Oh, click on roses. All right, let me go back and do that. Thank you, Fluffy Kitten. Fluffy Kitten is the secret star of this stream. Sure, I can skip some of the transitionals,
How
can I?
convenient. When the lord of the manor is slipping through the passageway to his amorous adventures, he can pick up a few flowers.
Oh, wow.
How convenient.
That's like a little fan fiction Grace just wrote.
An emergency exit. I guess that makes sense if you're fighting the legions of darkness.
Is Grace's interior monologue always that overwritten? Smart thinking by the amorous lord. That's a nice closet. Now unlock the secret sex dungeon. Okay. From this side of the room I didn't know existed until very recently. Did she teleport through the door? She unlocked it and it allowed her to teleport through? Ooh. Library. This is great. Grace works in a bookstore. She's found her way to a library. She should be right at home. Boy, Gabriel would have a collection of GQ and Maxim magazines, wouldn't he? 1000%. Hi, Grace. You seen the latest issue of Stuff?
The Journal of Victor Ritter.
So I have a journal, you say?
Numerous deaths at the hands of a marauding wolf being recorded in a neighboring county, I set out to see if I could determine the cause. There had been rumors of a werewolf, and the dark signs did indeed seem to be present. The deaths had all occurred within a 40-kilometer range of woods, and at the heart was the village of Alfing. My assistant and I set a trap a short distance from the village. Though the beast had shown a propensity for human flesh, livestock had also been taken. It was a newling lamb we loosed in the thicket as a lure. We awaited downwind. For 2 nights the lamb bleated to no purpose, and once we had to fend off a hungry fox. But at last the beast himself took the bait. I might have missed him. The night was so dark, and the wolf himself was black. But my assistant saw the light of his eyes, and I heard the lamb's cries turn fearful. He had the poor dumb lamb by the throat when we sprang.
Poor dumb lamb. You know, the village of Alfing, one of my closest friends in college, his last name was Alfing. And I'll never forget how I met him. It was literally on the first day of college. I was moving into my dorm, and my parents were there, and my future friend, walked into the room, fresh out of the shower, naked with a towel wrapped around him, introduced himself to my parents, and then gave my mom like a milady kind of kiss on her hand as introduction, and then just wandered out of the room, still buck-ass naked, just wearing a towel. My good friend Ed. Oh, I miss him. What a weirdo.
He was swift and might have escaped, but his fatal mistake was to attack rather than run. My dagger struck through his chest and into his right lung. As I had agreed, we bound the wolf and tied
Sorry,
shut
Vault
its
Vanderhuge.
jaws. We brought it home to Rittersburg, still breathing, and turned it over to the magistrate. I pray for the man's unfortunate soul. May the law be swift and merciful. God be praised for aiding his servant. From his hand came the strength and wisdom to end the killing. Victor Ritter, Schottenjäger, 20 April 1750.
Well, they earned the title of Schottenjäger. They should use it. They deserve it. Okay, that probably gives me a date that I can go back to the records guy with, right? Are there more books I can fool around
Books on
with
the
here?
occult. Here we go. Vampires, witchcraft, ghosts,
Oh, absolutely.
Asian spirits.
Sarah, I would use it any chance I got.
Lycanthropes.
Lycanthropy, you say? What can these books tell me about voodoo? Lore and law. Finally, some werewolf law. It's about time we got into it.
How did you get in here?
Uh-oh.
Oh, hi.
How did you unlock the door? Oh, I see.
All right. Look, let's just drop all the pretense, okay? Obviously, I found the passageway. I know what's been going on in this little Alpinian love nest, and really, I couldn't care less. If you want to screw around with your employer, that's none of my business. But what I won't put up with is assisting the Schottenjäger crap. I gave up school to work on this stuff because I thought it was important. I'm doing the research that Gabriel wanted, and so help me, I'm gonna be doing more than just research this time around. And I'm not gonna sit around and wait for him to call and give me permission. And if you don't like it, it's just too damn bad!
Wow.
Okay, fine. You do the damn research.
Wow.
Damn it.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh, that was so good. You know, Grayson, you mentioned the toe damn bad bit. I was so curious. I'd seen this scene before. It's really one of the few parts of Gabriel Knight 2 that I'd ever seen before playing it. And when I first heard that, I was convinced that the actress playing Grace must be Canadian, because that sounded like the most Canadian reading of Too Damn Bad I could imagine. But upon further review, it's absolutely not the case. Born here in the US, but it's pretty wonderful.
4th of March, 1864. To King Ludwig II, most gracious ruler of all Bavaria. I beg your forgiveness for my forthrightness in this letter, but I fear terribly for your Majesty's safety, and thus have no time for subtlety. I have heard that the one they call the Black Wolf is close to your Highness. I have been investigating this man for reasons I cannot name at present, and I have learned that he is extremely dangerous and can only have the most dire of motives at heart in anything he pursues.
Yeah, Fluffy Kitten, I think I agree. I don't know how much more the actresses could have done with what they were given there. That was asking a lot of any performer.
I beg your Highness only this. Please do not see this man alone, nor even with your servants only to guard you. I promise you, all will be made clear very shortly when my investigation is complete. For now, only keep yourself safe. Your most grateful servant, Christian von Ritter, Schloss Ritter, Rittersburg, Bavaria.
I actually really enjoyed the handwritten notes, and this bit of the game, I don't know, gives it a lived-in feel that's kind of nice. I don't know. And that book cover, right? Lycanthropes, Lore and Law. Oh, hey, my bot just reminded me. We have a Discord that we launched just last week. Launched it alongside Grayson and Ben are both in the chat. The folks over at Adventure Tuesday. Sarah's not here, but I'm sure she would be if she could be. We have a Discord where we talk about adventure gamey type stuff, all kinds of fun things like that. Be sure to follow PS Garrick. That's where they broadcast Adventure Tuesday. But join up, get in the conversation, dork out with other fellow dorks who dork out about adventure games in a dorky way. Um, Sarah's in a better place, which is not here. But yeah, please feel free to join
Chapter
us.
3. Lycanthropy, the Ways of the Wolf.
Lycanthropy, eh?
There are two categories of werewolf cases: false or lycanthropic disorder cases and genuine werewolf cases.
Checks out.
Lycanthropic disorder. Lycanthropic disorder is a mental condition in which the subject, called a lycanthrope, believes that he or she is a werewolf. The subject does not actually change shape, but is nevertheless capable of being as dangerous as an actual werewolf.
That's questionable.
Most cases of supposed werewolfery are really the work of lycanthropic disorder victims, man to beast. In real werewolves, a physical change to wolf form does occur. The change can be voluntary, at will, or can be forced by certain cycles of the moon and certain sounds, such as howling.
Okay, do you have all that? Lycanthropic disorder, they can be as dangerous as a werewolf, which seems unlikely, missing the claws, the teeth, all that sort of stuff, but we'll go with it. And then for realsy werewolves. And I guess we just have to figure out what kind we're dealing with.
Werewolves and immortality. Werewolves are immune from aging and from most physical diseases due to the constant regeneration of their physical tissue. They can therefore be virtually immortal. However, they can be killed by any wound that destroys the heart or the brain, or any form of death that causes brain or heart damage, such as hanging or other oxygen deprivation methods. The mind of a werewolf. Though primarily a true wolf while in wolf form, there is some proof that the werewolf retains enough knowledge to assist his killing. Recognition of victims, evasion of traps, and human cunning have all been seen on werewolf cases.
Okay, please, and thank you so much, Paul.Pat, for slapping the Werner sticker. Please, just slap that like 90 more times before the stream is over, everyone, because I can just listen to it all day long.
Becoming a werewolf. There are several ways to become a werewolf. They include being given the power of shape-shifting through sorcery, being cursed by someone whom you have wronged in some way, called the Lyconia curse, being bitten by a werewolf, and being born to a werewolf.
Oh.
In each case, the blood of the subject becomes tainted or cursed. Damnation. A person who becomes a werewolf against his will, birth, curse, or bite, is not completely damned until he tastes of human blood. Once he does, his soul is eternally damned and nothing may redeem him. Even without tasting of human blood, however, as long as the taint lays upon the immortal soul, it cannot enter into heaven and will remain chained to the mortal plane upon death.
Just like it says in the Bible, werewolves don't go to heaven.
Werewolf packs. Like real wolves, werewolves can live alone for many years, yet the instinct for a pack often leads them away from their secretive lifestyles into revealing their nature to a priest or close associate, or converting another to werewolfery for companionship. This is when the otherwise cagey werewolf opens himself to detection. Werewolf packs cause immense destruction. A pack consists of one werewolf who became a werewolf through sorcery, birth, or curse. In other words, his is the original tainted blood. This werewolf is called the alpha werewolf. The remaining werewolves in the pack are called beta werewolves because they became werewolves through the bite of the alpha and carry the alpha's tainted blood.
We still use alpha and beta under Twitch's new terms of service. I'm not sure. I love everything about, hey, Bogus Meat Factory, great to see you. Game's going great. It's the absolute best. I love every moment of it. I feel like werewolfery should probably have an E in there. Like, I feel like it should be werewolfery. But, you know, I'm not an expert. I didn't write the lore and law of werewolves. So who am I to argue?
Alpha and beta werewolves. The relationship between alpha and beta werewolves is a complex one. Once a subject is bitten by a werewolf, his or her life and death are doomed to the werewolf curse. The victim does, however, have some hope. As long as they themselves do not taste of human blood, the curse is reversible. If the
Reverse the
alpha
curse.
werewolf is killed through some action of the beta's curse is broken. It is important to note that whether the beta werewolf was bitten by the alpha werewolf himself or by another beta, it is the alpha who must be destroyed, the source of the original tainted blood. It is also an interesting note that since betas and alphas share the same common blood, an alpha cannot physically harm a beta of his own bloodline by his own hand without inflicting the same injury upon himself. However, if a beta is harmed or killed by another, it does not affect the alpha.
So if an alpha attacks a beta, it's like a Tomax and Zaymot situation from G.I. Joe where one feels the other's pain. Got it.
Symptoms of werewolfery. When hunting for a werewolf, it is important to remember that your biggest clues will come through your suspects' personalities. Becoming a werewolf is not transparent, no matter how the victim tries to hide it. The tainted subhuman blood greatly alters the subject's own mind and personality, even physical appearance. Therefore, look for symptoms in your human suspects that include increasing violence, increasing aggression, unprovoked rages, insomnia, restlessness, and other bizarre behavior. Unfortunately, over time, these symptoms can be brought under control, so do not rely upon them exclusively.
Hey, before anyone else says this, that's a great Animorphs cover. Over there on the opposite page, huh?
A good example of this comes from a case reported by the Ancient Priesthood Society, Manos del Sol of Brazil. A rash of werewolf killings there was tracked to a high-ranking officer in the army. The society became aware of the man mainly through rumors of his violent behavior and changed personality. The case was successfully resolved with a man's capture. Manos del Sol, men of the sun? I wonder if they're like Schottenjägers, only Brazilian.
Yes, due to the stream lag, I saw the Animorphs connection like a good 3 to 4 minutes before you guys pointed it out. So yeah, that's all me.
A good example of this comes from a case reported by the Ancient Priesthood Society, Manos del Sol of Brazil. A rash of werewolves.
I think that's the end of the book. I think I've read everything I've picked up so far. I'm guessing there's more that I need to explore.
I wonder if Christian Ritter's journal is here.
Matali, I like that.
Christian Ritter, born 10 January 1820, ordained a Schottenjäger, died 4 March 1864. The 4th of March. That's the date on the letter.
All right, let's read a book. Imagine playing a video game where all you do is read books, but then imagine watching someone else play a video game where all you do is read books.
3 January 1864. I am now in Prussia. The beast that brought me here has so far bested me. He is secretive and skillful. He has much self-control, unlike what I'd been led to expect. He seems to know almost before I do where and when I will be stalking him. He turns up his nose at my lures. 3 more disappearances have occurred, and I'm no closer to learning his identity nor finding his lair. I can't even prove he took them. Not a single corpse has been found. March 3rd, 1864. I have had a break at last. The key was in front of me all the time. The Black Wolf, he so daringly calls himself, for all to hear and none to truly see. It is worse than I could ever have suspected. He is not just a beast, but a monster. His jaws are already around some of the best throats in Europe. I return to Ritter's book tonight. I must warn those in danger and get someone to assist me. I am in over my head.
Okay, is that the end of that book? It seems to be. Check the
There's
shelves.
nothing else on werewolves in the occult section.
Exit over here, eh? Ooh. Typewriter time.
I suppose in the next Blake Backlash book, good old Fujitsu will be replaced by Hildegard.
Oh, wow. She's worried that the slightly racist caricature of her that appears in Gabriel's novels is going to be written out in favor of a Teutonic sidekick next time around.
Who should I call?
Maybe look at biographies, maybe next episode. Who should I call? Oops. Is that wrong? No, this looks okay. More documents to read.
Hard at work tonight?
She hates Gabriel too. Ah, look at your card. Yes. We have our historian from Yale University, right?
Bert Barkley knows more about history than I ever will, especially at this rate.
This work? Or do I just need to...
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet.
Bert Barkley. Okay, let's see here. On the phone. Oh, even better. Look at that great phone. Thank you, Fluffy Kitten, as always. History emergency.
Hello?
Professor Barkley, this is Grace Nakamura. I'm calling from Germany.
Germany? I thought you were in New Orleans.
I was, but anyway, it's rather important or I wouldn't have bothered you. Do you know anything about King Ludwig II of Bavaria?
Well, that's a hell of a thing to ask a man in the middle of the night. Late 1800s, right?
Yes.
This isn't really my field. But I think he was crazy or something.
I wish I knew. Do you know anyone who specializes in German history?
Yeah, I have a friend at the University of Berlin. I'll ring him. What's your number there?
It's 4989-555-7878.
555.
Okay, I'll call you back if I remember this conversation in the morning anyway.
Great. Sorry again. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Even this guy turns in a great performance. That's perfect. Hey there. Now, I'm going to call you Rugzulo, even though I'm pretty sure I've heard Farrell pronounce that completely differently. Please tell me in the chat how I pronounce it, but glad to see you here. Yeah, that was very much a very professory performance. That seems kind of perfect. I know when people call me in the middle of the night with political science trivia questions, I'm very much there. Rouge, that, okay, there we go. Well, it's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone to the stream. Glad to see so many people hanging out.
I'm not sure what other case.
Oh, there are more books.
Looks like biographies here.
Thank you, Nathan. Nathan, you're a lifesaver.
Ludwig, König von Bayern, König Ludwig, sein Leben und sein Sieg, die letzten Tage des König Ludwig II. German. That's not much help.
To bath salad.
Looks like biographies here. I wonder if there's anything on... Yes, Ludwig, König von Bayern, König Ludwig, sein Leben und sein Sieg, die letzten Tage des König Ludwig II. German. That's not much help.
Okay, maybe that's all we need for now. All right, great. Yes, that's right. Don't call me for details on who is impeached and things like that. Not that kind of political scientist. I'm the kind that doesn't know things about stuff. Let's leave our nice closet behind. Yes, call it 4 a.m. for G.I. Joe lore, and that will be much more my wheelhouse. I do watch Survivor. If you want to talk Survivor, you can always call in the middle of the night. I know Fluffy Kitten is a fellow Survivor fan, so I'm always happy to talk about a bunch of Americans stranded on a deserted island, forced to build a society together. One will be voted sole survivor, Jeff Probst, all that
I don't
sort of
have
stuff.
anything to say to her right now.
It has run for 20 years, and it is still better than you would expect. Soda machines and video games. Yeah, sort of traditional political science. You know, soda machines, video games, stuff like that. So, let's see here. I guess back to the city to talk to the records dude.
I thought Gabriel said this place was stripped. Guess Gerda's been busy shopping with the new Ritter fortune.
Gerda be shopping. Ooh, there are all kinds of vending machines in Cyberpunk 2077. I still need to catalog them all. You can absolutely talk to me about video game magazine ads anytime. That is definitely a favorite. On Team Grace. This is important. I feel like all of us need to just get down for the record whose team we're on. So, yeah, here we go.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Remember that werewolf trial I'd asked you about?
She said werewolf
I have
again.
a date now. April 1750.
Excellent. Let me go look.
How is it that Werner says werewolf?
I heard of this case when I was a boy, but I always thought it was just a scary tale.
Beryl,
It was
hey!
sought to look in the archives. It was there, all right. What did you want to know?
Hey, Feral the Feral's here. Everyone, go follow her channel. She does wonderful retro streams, lots of Sierra games recently. Feral was kind enough to shout out this stream like 20 times in her recent streams and really promote it for her viewers. She's a fantastic follow. Definitely worth your time. Thank you so much for being here. Glad you could make it.
Why did they bring the wolf to Rittersburg? I know the Schottenjäger lived here, but why didn't he just...
Kill it where he found it? I don't know. Let's see. Ah, yes. They wanted to know what man it was, who it was.
They brought it here so it would change back?
Yes, exactly.
Where was the werewolf kept while it was here?
The dungeon. There's
Dungeon?
a dungeon in the rat house basement. We don't use it anymore, of course. Haven't for many years.
The Rat House Dungeon.
Werewolf?
Oh, thank you, NBA Dag. Thank you so much. I'm glad Werner could make his cameo yet again. It's better every time.
What happened to the alleged werewolf?
We haven't used the dungeon since March.
He was interrogated for 2 days. He confessed his guilt. The trial took place on the 3rd day, and he was sentenced to death by quartering and the stake. He was given a final meal. He asked to see a confessor, and this was granted. He died at dawn the following day.
They pulled off his limbs and burned him?
Don't think harshly of us, miss. That was a long time ago.
Nah. Yeah, I love the
My
acting.
German isn't very good. My name's Gabriel Knight. I'm an American novelist.
Thank you, Farrell, for slapping our Gabriel sticker on as well. Now, I really enjoy the acting here too. I think it's just the right balance for the most part of cheesy and just right on target. I get the feeling the actors figured out the vibe and laid into it pretty well. Maybe that all goes to the director. Maybe just the directing was that solid.
Did it change back?
That's what it says. They put the wolf in a cell, and the next morning they found a man in there. A laborer from out of town identified him as Baron von Raleigh from Alfing.
Oh, wow. Goodness gracious. Thank you so much, Farrell, for gifting a sub. That's so kind of you. And Rouge, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Why did they want to find out who the werewolf was?
I would guess. Yes. It says here that a group of villagers were sent to the werewolf's hometown once they learned its human identity.
Why? They thought there were more of them there?
In those days, the family of the identified werewolf would be in great danger. Many believed such curses were handed down through the bloodline.
That's what my book of werewolf lore said.
Was there anything else?
I suppose not. Unless, is there any way I could see the dungeon?
It would be my pleasure.
Oh, perfect. Let me take you to the dungeon. It's an upstairs dungeon. You don't expect that.
I gave up school to work on this stuff because I thought it was important.
Everything's been kept the way it was when the dungeon was in use. We show it off to tourists sometimes.
He's having visions.
Are you all right, miss?
I'm fine. It's just that this place is so claustrophobic.
I tell you what, normally this place is locked to keep out the village children. I'll leave it open. You can come and go as you please.
Would you? Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. Goodbye, and good luck.
Bye.
Boy, everyone deserves come and go as you please access to a dungeon. That just feels like a really kind gift for someone to give. And thank you, Farrell, for slapping the grace sticker. Look at the window.
He asked to see a confessor.
It just occurs to me, I haven't saved in forever, and that is definitely not the save button, is it? Let's see here. How does one save? Just escape? I click on this? No? Maybe I have to be out of the close-up? Hi, Grace. I'm in a dungeon. Oh no, how do I save? Oh no, Grayson's making clips. Now that's got me worried about what's waiting ahead. Oh, the face. There we go. The face. Well, I've gone a long time without saving. I feel like we were so close to a crash. Just feel one coming. Thank you for the save reminder, Rouge. So far it's been very stable, but it just feels like it's about to fall apart at any second.
Von Raleigh slept here.
Oh, wow! Hey, Matali, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Very kind. I appreciate the support. Alright, so we've inspected a cot. That... Surely there's more. What's the thread count here?
Von Raleigh slept here.
No, George Washington slept here. Chamber pots? Are there chamber pots? Oh, back to go get a beer, you say? Does that mean we get to go see our good friend Werner? Yay, more Werner!
Herr Huber?
Yes?
Oh, Eric.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
Of course. Everybody knows about Ludwig. He was the last true king Bavaria had. Werewolf. Why do you think I hang his portrait?
Werewolf?
Or that article on the wall. Werewolf. Do you know what that is? That is from the Munich newspaper the day after the king died. My great-grandfather saved it. It has been handed down to every first son. That is what Bavarians think of Ludwig.
I like how when you slapped the sticker, he said werewolf, and he kind of looked over his shoulder as if he heard himself saying werewolf. It's wonderful.
What was Ludwig like? Why is he so revered?
Oh, he was a genius. He had a great mind, you know. He built castles, is what he did, and kept on building them until they killed him.
Who killed him?
Them, those
Them.
politicians. They said he was crazy. Got a doctor to sign some papers. They arrested him.
Then what happened?
What do you think? They killed him. Oh, they said it was suicide. But me, I don't believe that. It was murder.
Hey, American Steve. Jane, can you imagine being a bartender and
Thanks.
someone coming in and asking, hey, do you know anything about Chester A. Arthur? Well, welcome. Glad you could stop in. We're having a lot of fun. And thank you for the follow. You're too kind. I appreciate it. If anyone else here is new to the stream, I stream some sort of retro game every Wednesday night. I always appreciate the follows, but mostly just enjoy the company. Look at this portrait of James Franco again in a wig.
So that's King Ludwig II of Bavaria.
I mean, that looks a lot like James Franco, right? I'm not crazy. Ludwig as a young man was actually a hottie. IRL. Well, that's good to know.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
Okay, so is it... back to the manor? I'm guessing we don't have any more business with the Rathaus. Oh, click on the picture next to Warner. Oh no! Back to town. It won't hurt Grace. She needs to get her steps in, right? We all do. Okay. Hope you'll forgive me for speeding up some of the transitions.
I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though.
Oh, that is definitely this person's real hair and facial
Ludwig
hair.
II. He looks like he was in his 30s when this one was painted. Ludwig II. He looks like he was in his 30s when this one was painted.
Rouge, it does kind of look like Dustin Diamond Screech. To hair. To hair indeed.
I don't want to disturb.
Let's see, are there any other pictures in here, Fluffy Kitten, that I should check out? This whole game is absolutely two hair. Alright, now we're good. Is it back to the castle then? Fluffy Kitten has been a lifesaver as an encyclopedia of Gabriel Knight 2 knowledge. Back to the library. Young Adam Sandler with a bad wig. That's a good vote too. to the library. Over on Farrell's channel, she has a terrific gift that she pulls up occasionally of Von Glauber and Gabriel toasting to one another, and the toast is to hair. Since both of them have some fantastic hair, it's always a pleasure to see a to hair toast. You'll have the book now.
Looks like biographies here. I wonder if there's anything on... Yes, Ludwig. König von Bayern. König Ludwig. Sein Leben und sein Sieg. Die letzten Tage des König Ludwig II.
German. That's not much help.
If only there were people in this town that spoke German. German, not much help.
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet. I'm not quite... It wasn't worth picking up the first time.
Oh, Grace. Grace hates us so much. Let's see here. What have we forgotten to do?
Who should I call?
Is there maybe another book?
I'm not sure what other case...
Oh, maybe ask Gerda. Okay. I just assumed Gerda wouldn't want to talk to me anymore. She hates us so much, and we did blow up at her in a pretty big way. Oh, go back to the church, maybe?
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
Ooh, Sarah, what would we do back at the church? I'm curious. Oh, church, that's the word. Oh, for a magic map. Ah, give the letter to the priest. That's right. We wanted to learn more about his confession.
Haben Sie hat der Kirche Papiere von 1750?
Wie bitte?
Papiere, Geschichte von
I'm gonna turn down the organs.
1750. How do you say that? Sprechen Sie Englisch?
Nein, leider, ich spreche nicht Englisch.
All right. Danke.
Bitte schön.
What's the synopsis of this crazy game? Okay, this is like the equivalent over on Adventure Tuesday of Is Grayson Paying Attention? Essentially what we have are some mysterious murders that are going on here in Germany that appear to be the work of some killer wolves that have escaped. But there are rumors going around that perhaps there are werewolves involved, so American novelist / shadow hunter Gabriel Knight is on the case. His trusty assistant Grace has now followed him, and they have begun to investigate the history of werewolves. Gabriel has just recently gained access to a very exclusive, hunting club. It's yeah, I mean, it's your pretty much by the numbers, investigator and his gal Friday on a werewolf hunt sort of story.
I'm afraid my German isn't very good. My name's Gabriel Knight. I'm an American novelist.
Thank you, Tom. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for slapping Gabriel right back on there. Yes, a hunting club.
It's no youth. He doesn't speak English.
Okay, do I have anything I can present him with? Oh, wow. Thank you for the cheer. Thank you so much, Paul, not Pat. For my is Grayson / Jess paying attention. That was kind of the plot of the game so far. I wonder if that's it. Do I need to give him anything more specific? What all do I have at this point? Maybe I'll show him some of the letters, see if that gets me
I don't think
anywhere.
he'd be interested.
Who wouldn't be interested in that historical document?
I don't think he'd be interested in... that.
Father, what's the church's position on werewolves, on lycanthropy? Like, where are you guys at on that?
I don't think he'd be interested...
Hey, I don't think I have anything he'd be interested in.
that.
Well, werewolfery. I can't even say werewolfery. That's a bad sign. He's not interested in those. Maybe go back to the mayor. Ah, that's true. We do have an English speaker in town. The mayor is pretty decent with that. Go back to the rat house. Werewolf? Werewolf. Werewolf.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Ah.
I had a thought while I was in the dungeon. You mentioned that Baron von Rawlik was allowed to give a last confession. I suppose the priest was from St. George's?
I suppose it was.
Would there be a record of the last confession? It might tell us more about the Baron's life.
Good idea, young lady. Those records are in German, though, and Father Getz doesn't speak English. Do you think this would really help your Schattenjäger?
I'm not sure. It couldn't hurt.
All right. I'll write you a note. You give it to Father Getz, and he'll see if they have a record of the confession. If they do, you bring it back here to me, and I'll help you translate it, okay?
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Certainly.
Yeah, Jane, like, the idea
You got
that...
my curiosity up too, you know.
He's into this. He's into it too. Yeah, that's the whole point of confessions, right? Is that they don't get written down and things like that. And you're right. Yeah, NBA Dag, it's just a stellar quote. What more could you ever ask for? Back to the priest.
It's no use. He doesn't speak.
Entschuldigen Sie
Alright.
bitte.
Das hier ist von Herrn Habermas.
Ein Moment, bitte. Das ist für Sie.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Darling, Dankeschön. Thank you for
Father Getz gave me this file, but I'll need help translating it.
joy you bring. I recall Central Park in fall. How you tore your dress. What a mess. I can feel. Points for us, Jess acapella next. No, I won't subject anyone to that ever again.
I have the church file.
Excellent. Let me see it.
Ferris Bueller Hero. That is 1000% how I know that song.
What's this? This is in English. It's from a lawyer in Buenos Aires. It's addressed to St. Georg's Church. The date is 1764.
What's it say?
It's a request for information about the death of Baron Klaus von Rawlik. It says it's for the family. I assume someone answered it. Curious?
What?
The seal on the envelope.
A wolf?
Okay. The last confession. The Raleigh family took the symbol of a black wolf to represent their great skill at the hunt. Let me see. Klaus von Raleigh says that he lived up to the family symbol too well. His friends nicknamed him the Black Wolf, but he confessed it was more because he was prideful and treated his villagers and women very badly. He was much feared. The Baron confesses that a life of sin brought the werewolf curse upon him. Listen to this.
Get ready for this.
Camp Hungarians came to Alfing one day. He wanted one of their young women. He had her brought to his castle by force, and there he...
Raped her?
Raped her, yes. He intended to release her, but before he did, the girl killed herself. The next day, an old gypsy woman from the camp cursed him, saying that he was to become the shape that his name and his crimes showed his heart to be.
I see.
Soon afterwards, her curse came about. Klaus von Raleigh began to change, to run at night as wolf, to kill and eat human flesh. He begs forgiveness from God and from his wife and son. He says he welcomes his punishment, if only it will pay for his sins and save his family from further pain. That is all that is written.
Wow. Thank you.
I'll return this to Father Getz for you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, young lady. And to your Schattenjäger.
Werewolf.
Werewolf?
Werewolf.
Oh my gosh. Thank you again, NBA Tag. Every time it's better. It's just so good. Oh, I love it. That's a good point. Why don't they just walk back and forth to the church and do this themselves? Hey, it's the What The sticker. That's a new one. I've just thrown in there for good measure. Thank you, Tom. There are all kinds of fun stickers there just waiting for you guys. Did I have further church business, or does that wrap me up? Yes, definitely need to find a bit about some of the great ideas she had in the dungeon.
It's no use.
I think I'm good. Yes, thank you, Fluffy Kitten. If you're just joining us, first of all, wow, this is a great crowd. Thanks, everyone, for being here to partake in the fun of this wonderful, wonderful game with me. Gabriel Knight, too. Hope you're having a terrific night. If you are new to the stream, I'd appreciate follows. I play retro adventures like this weekly, but just fun having a crowd around, because this is a game worth
I don't
enjoying.
have anything to say to her right now.
Okay, still nothing to say to her right now. Oh, you have to mail the stuff to Gabriel now. Okay, now we have what we need. So back to Schottenjäger Library. Ooh, popcorn. And let's write a letter. Now
I'm not sure what other case books would be relevant.
You can't do that, at least not now. As a kid, getting that response in early AGI games, especially King's Quest II, which was the first real adventure game I ever played, was so maddening to me, because I always thought that you can't do that, at least not now, meant there would be a point in the game when you could indeed do that. So every time I tried to look in a knot in a log or something that said you can't do that, at least not now, it's like every time I got stuck in a puzzle, it's like maybe now is the time I can look inside of that log and this will unlock the secrets to the game.
All right, Knight, I've got your research.
Right. Success. Who doesn't love a Jim Walls cameo, though, Paul? Jim is really why we're all here, I feel like. Dear game, you're a Schweinhund. Dun, dun, dun.
Now, I just need somewhere to send it to.
There's Jim now. Ah! Tom! Thank you for bringing Casual Jim to the party. Who doesn't love Casual Jim? Okay. Now we give the layers to Gerda. Perfect. Now we finally have something to say to her again. As much as we hate her.
I found the items that Gabriel wanted. Did he tell you where to send your research?
Yes, his lawyer's office in Munich.
Can I get the address?
Harald Übergrau, Marienplatz 21, München.
Ooh, Tom has the
Thanks.
set. Look at that. Both gems. He's got all business gem and he's got casual gem. Such good emotes. You can get the first gem by subscribing here. You get the second gem by subscribing over at PS_Garrick at Adventure Tuesday. It's important to have multiple gem options so you can really express what you're feeling in any given moment. I have played the Blade Runner DOS game. It's been forever ago. I played it around release, and I don't think I finished it. And I have it now on my GOG collection. I'm going to go back and stream that eventually. It's on my list of things I'd like to stream in 2021. So there's always great dramatic coat putting on music, right? And it just swells up so beautifully when the time arrives. Oh, wow. Hey, ATM Machine. I didn't know you weren't followed. Welcome. I just assumed. How'd you could be here? I'm at the club. I go back home. Yeah, who knows? That's a tough game. Oop, I was going back for some dungeon thoughts. I guess I need to go to the post office, right? We'll just throw this through the door. No. Can I walk in?
There's no one there.
Oh, wow. Amira, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. It's so kind of you. Glad you could make it to the stream tonight. Now let's see if I can figure out how to mail a package. Why can't I just throw it in the post office? Throw a brick through the window. Ring the bell. Yes, that's what you do. Thank you. I should have figured that out.
Grüß Gott.
Womit kann ich Ihnen dienen?
Does on drums. Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow.
My German isn't good enough for chit-chat.
Wow. Grace is getting increasingly angry about this whole situation.
Das Päckchen soll nach München gehen.
Oh, I miss these DOS games too. Oh, you'll have to pay her. Ah. This is my wallet, isn't it?
Dankeschön.
Bitte sehr.
That'll give him
Perfect.
something to chew on.
Okay, here we are back at the castle. Very tense.
Guten Abend.
How are you? Is this the castle of the shot and joggers here?
Yes, but
How exciting! Come along, Emil. We are so thrilled to be here. Emil said it's the 1990s, for heaven's sake. The shot and joggers are probably long gone. Well, of course they aren't, I said. A family like that doesn't just dry up and blow away. The good Lord's put his mark on them. Who are you?
Oh, this is so good.
I was just wondering the same thing, dear. Neither of you girls look like the heroic type, but who am I to judge? God chooses his soldiers, and who am I to put in my 2 cents?
No, we're the Smiths from Merrimack, Pennsylvania. This is my wife, Merle. You can call me Emil.
My husband. If I don't get right to the point, he'll get there for me.
it's nice to meet you both.
Well, how did you hear about the Schottenjägers?
Oh, we're demonologists. My wife makes it her business to know a lot about a lot of different things. She's a regular, what you call, occultist scholar, aren't you, Mother?
That's right.
Yeah.
I read about you all when I was studying an old witch trial last spring, and I have been dying to get over here ever since.
Well, so nice of you to stop by, but I'm afraid the Schottenjäger isn't here right now. I'll let him know you called, though.
Oh, no. And I was so hoping to talk shop. We fighters of darkness are so rare these days.
Don't I know it can't scare one up to save your soul.
It's not your fault, Missy. I told Merle to call before he came.
People just don't take you seriously unless you're standing right there. You know that, Em.
Well, it's rather late, and if you're driving, you might as well, go out right now.
Don't worry about that. We're going to spend the night at the guest house in town.
Stop by tomorrow, won't you, dear? You and I can exchange stories at least.
We'll see.
Well, come on, Merle. These ladies are tired, and I think we ought to go.
But, Em.
No, let's go.
Em.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Good night.
Did you get a vision?
It's not your fault. This just happens, man. I'm sorry.
I'll get you some water.
Give me your hand.
It's not your fault. This just happens, ma'am.
I see danger. Someone close to you is in danger.
Gabriel?
I see something. Something like a wolf.
A wolf.
Black wolf.
Don't you worry, miss. My Merle is going to be all right. This just happens sometimes, that's all. It just happens. Come on, Merle. Let's go. Come on.
Then this actor's doing the voice that you do sometimes, that Jimmy Stewart used to do, I guess, too.
I don't know.
That was great. Oh, this game's amazing. Hey, I saw some people came in. Hey, Rush Pirate, glad you could make it tonight. Yes, Bogus Meat Factory also noticed him calling his wife Mother, like Mike Pence, all that sort of stuff. This is amazing. This is just the best thing ever. And I'm going to jump into chapter 3, but first, I don't bust out the bean cam lightly. I only save it for special occasions, but just for a moment, I am going insane. You probably noticed, you probably thought I was wearing like a Nintendo Power Glove or something cool like that to play the game. I have the worst carpal tunnel syndrome because I'm an old sad man. So I can't do this anymore. It's killing me to play with this thing on. The brace is coming off. Goodbye, brace. Now, the word hero gets thrown around a lot these days. And I don't want anyone here comparing me to like a Michael Jordan flu game performance or kaboom, there it is. I don't want anyone comparing me to like a Michael Jordan flu game performance or like Carrie Strug at the 1996 Olympics, like where one of her legs fell off and she still completed her gymnastics routine. What I'm doing is not heroic. I'm just doing it for you and powering through. So the wrist is back. This could be the last time I ever game. If it is, what better game to end it on? So let's get back to the action. Bean cam deactivate. There we go. The bean cam. If anyone here wasn't around for the original bean cam incident, when I played Gabriel Night 1, for one of the episodes, I bought a bunch of super crazy spicy jelly beans in flavors like Carolina Reaper and had people cheer bits and would eat them on camera and nearly died on camera. So the bean cam started out as a way to really focus on the bean action. But sadly, I'm out of beans. Creamy RIP. Oh wow, thank you so much, Farrell, for slapping that. RIP wrist. I wasn't using it anyway, really. But yeah, that's where the bean cam came from. Thank you for indulging my bean camery. On to chapter 3. Gabriel's imagining being a goose. Where Goose? This is actually a prequel to Untitled Goose Game. Oh, what? Bogus Meat Factory said that at the same time I did. Oh, that's terrific.
Werewolf.
Werewolf?
Werewolf.
Thank you, VA Tag. Werewolf? Werewolf.
I don't need anything else right now.
Okay, so we're back as Gabriel. This is probably a great time to save, huh?
I take it that Yuba's a Catholic.
Ooh, it's all about the attraction between Gabriel and Von Glauber. Good, because right now, that is the storyline that I am enjoying absolutely more than anything else. So
China. Our homie.
I'm glad we're back to that. That's all I want to see.
China. Our homie.
Also, the worst puzzle in the game. Good to know.
I don't think the Yubas want me in their private bedrooms. I don't have anything to write about at the moment.
So I know that feeling. Attraction between Gabe and Von Glauber. To hair! Killer wolf.
It looks like there's been another wolf killing, and this one occurred last night in downtown Munich.
The wolves are going crazy.
Who should I call?
Check ourselves out in the mirror. Gotta find those killer wolves. Hey.
Ere night, the keys to the car are by the door. It is better not to drive inside Munich. Drive Road 96 to Lockham. Park the car and take the U-Bahn from there. Thank you for helping us. Frau Yuba.
Nice stove. Okay, maybe I'm good to go? I feel untethered at the moment.
I was hoping for a Mercedes.
Yes, Jane Jensen was the writer and designer. She's also one of our special stickers tonight, if you'd like to slap Jane Jensen directly onto the stream. Okay, so it said to go to Lockham. Oh wait, that's where I am. I did it again, guys. I successfully went for a drive to exactly where I started. I'm very good at this game. You can tell I'm a pro. Let's see. What do I need to do at the moment?
I suppose that's for tending those window boxes.
Yeah, I never expect it to be like Lockham or whatever it is.
Don't think I need any more cement. Nothing of interest in there.
Want more cement? Go around the circle of the driveway. Need to go to the lawyer. That's what we always do. Gabriel starts out every day with a visit to his lawyer, which I respect. Oh wait, where's the letter from Grace? Or is that where the letter is? I guess that's where the letter is. That makes sense. Bryce. Okay, my lawyer is at this place, right? Excellent. This appears correct. I believe we walked down this way a little bit. I should remember this from literally just last week, but who knows? Yes, back to the lady with red tights. Oops, the other way. Yep, see? You know, I think it's important to have a look that works for you. Normally in real life, I wear like plaid shirts every day. I don't do it on stream because they don't look great on camera. But otherwise, yes. Normally I would just be clad in plaid all the time.
Gut, ja, danke. Ah, I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
This is one.
My camera isn't good enough to capture plaid.
Must be from Gertie.
Gertie.
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr. Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course. Call me Harald. Harry's okay too.
Thanks, Harry.
Oh, I love the performances, Gabriel. It's so good.
That's me, Gabriel Knight. That's me, Gabriel Knight. That's me, Gabriel Knight.
Record scratch.
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Yes, it's Gabriel Knight 3 that has the cat puzzle. Also a sticker tonight. I have a Gabriel Knight 3 cat hair mustache sticker. Just hover over the window a few bits. You two can make fun of the worst puzzle in adventure gaming history.
I don't have anything.
Oh, we don't have anything to say to him.
I'm not sure why I'd want to show him that.
I need to look at it more closely myself. Here
March
we go.
18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're going to need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersburg in 1750, and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
Wow, that's not very kind. I mean, he's on the case of some werewolf murders. You'd think he'd be a little more understanding. But I do appreciate that she somewhat consistently says werewolf, and occasionally werewolf. But either way, it's pretty wonderful. I mean, we all know how Werner says werewolf, because he says it best. Does Gabriel need to read this
Chapter 3.
too?
Like, there are two categories of werewolf
Wow, they
cases.
recorded both of them
False
reading
or
it.
lycanthropic, man to beast. In werewolves and immortality, the mind of a werewolf. Becoming a werewolf. Becoming a werewolf. There are several ways. Damnation. Werewolves and immortality.
I'm not going to go through all of this
The
again.
mind of a werewolf.
As much as I'd like to hear Gabriel read it.
Becoming a werewolf. Damnation. Becoming a werewolf. There are several ways to become a werewolf. They include being given the power. Damnation. Werewolf packs. Werewolf packs. Alpha and beta werewolf. It is important. Symptoms of werewolfery. Therefore, look for symptoms.
You know, this looks a lot like an Animorphs cover.
A good example of this comes from a case reported by the Ancient Priesthood Society. A good example of this comes.
Okay, so Gabriel read all of it now. Do I need to read this as well?
My notebook.
That's just my memos. They should make an Animorph game. Yeah, it's hard to believe they haven't made an Animorphs game, honestly. Okay, so we read this
I don't have time to
earlier.
worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich.
Okay. Is that all I need to do now? Maybe talk to him? Ah, here we go.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
Running into him? Isn't he dead?
Yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
The Bavarian enigma.
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles, and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles? Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest of the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map, if you like, but most German maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect.
Why is he so schmarmy? Oh, it's so good. I love the performance. Can you imagine if you were a lawyer and a client came in like 4 times in one day, just with like little tasks for you, and then he showed up again the next day just to like chat about former rulers from centuries ago? And how much you just have to be wondering is like, is this my life now? Does this American just come to my office every day? We chat a little, he leaves, he comes back later, we chat some more, he never takes off his coat. This is just what we do now. I now have a friend who comes in multiple times a day, unannounced, no appointment, no nothing, just to like ask me 2 questions and leave.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm sure it's nothing.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Oh gosh, well, Vanderhuge, that's a really good point. I have had students like that, but I guess unlike a lawyer, I don't see my time as being valuable. So they're welcome to do that kind of thing. Yeah, that whatevs. I need the company, but this guy looks like he has work to do. I mean, he's got to keep this globe straightened, the whole thing.
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Do you know about the Black Wolf? What are you talking about? A little bit of business with the phone. Okay. Okay, where to? We go back to the hunting club. I am at a loss at the moment. Oh, hey. Where am I from? I am from southwestern Virginia originally. I live in West Virginia now. The accent is sort of a Appalachian accent that I've worked harder than I should have to try to tame a little. When I'm home for a few days, it gets much thicker again. But yeah, it's an Appalachian accent, southwestern Virginia through and through. Your pigeon is ringing. Go get a clock. Is that really what I do? Or a hunting club? Clock or hunting club? Let's see. Oh, their PhDs are very valuable. Southern Alabama. I lived in Georgia for a while.
Cuckoo clocks. Cuckoo clocks. Cuckoo clocks. Cuckoo clocks.
Oh, thank you. No, Farrah, I love your accent as well. Not to get in like a accent complimenting, recursive pattern here or anything,
clocks.
but it's strange. I will say I've been self-conscious about my accent a good bit of my life. Not to get like serious here for a moment or anything, but it's been something I've been a little self-conscious about and was teased about here and there when I went away to college occasionally. And it was one of the big hurdles about getting into streaming, honestly, was the thought of my voice going down recorded and viewed and listened to. I guess not many people view my voice, but that was really one of the things that that really slowed me down from getting onto Twitch. And it's been fun kind of getting over it.
Cuckoo clocks. Cuckoo clocks.
I'm much less self-conscious about it than I used to be. Ah, cuckoo clock guy.
Hello.
Grüß Gott.
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling conversationalist. He doesn't strike me as a sparkling Authentic Black Forest cuckoo clocks. Maybe Gracie would like one for her shop redecoration. Authentic Black Forest cuckoo clocks.
Where's my wallet? Just give me a cuckoo clock, sir.
I'd rather pick something out first.
Oh.
Authentic Black Forest cuckoo. He doesn't strike me as a sparkling conversationalist.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you, Farrell. I haven't had anyone dunk on Vine yet on stream, but yeah, it's interesting. Putting yourself out there. I mean, I speak to classrooms full of students for a living, so I'm kind of used to having an audience and things like that. But it's different and weird. So yeah, no, I'm sorry that happened to you though.
Cuckoo clocks. Authentic Black Forest cuckoo clocks. Maybe Gracie would like one for her shop redecoration.
Fluffy Kitten, you have a thick Israeli accent. I like that accent. That's a very cool one. Look on the clock. Thank you, Fluffy Kitten. You're saving the day, as always.
Yeah, well, there is in there this sound thing, you know, to wake up. You know, in the morning.
An alarm clock.
Yeah, alarm clock. Yeah, richtig.
I love this guy.
How much is it?
Wie viel? 60 marks.
Oh, that performance. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry, Fluffy Kitten. That's no good at all. I've had a student or two mention mine here and there as well, and yeah, it's no fun to have that pointed
I'll
out.
take that woodpecker clock.
60 marks, bitte.
Oh yeah, good point, Jane. It's pre-Euro.
That's all right. I'll take it as it is.
Dankeschön.
Bitte.
Okay, we have a cuckoo clock, y'all. Ah! Cuckoo for cuckoo PU. Can you imagine just walking around with a cuckoo clock? I mean, I guess lots of American tourists probably do that every day in Munich, so maybe it's not so wild. So maybe to the hunting club? Are these backpackers new? Cuckoo poo.
They're busy.
Go marching in. Oh, good time to save, eh? Dedicate this one to you, Fluffy Kitten, for all your help. Oops, that's not how it's spelled, is it? Wait, no. There we go. We get to the hunting club. Okay, good. Hunting club's down this way, if I recall.
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place.
Suspiciously close to the hunting club, eh?
Isn't that the detective from the paper? Commissar Lieber?
I don't think they'd know much about it.
Looks like a television news crew. Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Looks like a television news crew.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Sorry I did that. There was a certain sing-songy quality to the voice there. Okay. Let's see the police station first. Okay, police. I totally remember where the police were. Thank you, B.A. Dag. I hope you didn't do that to celebrate my looks like a television news crew. Okay, let's see. Need to get interviewed by the press. Click on the car.
Looks like a television news crew.
The news car. It's not letting me yet. Oops, I was tabbed out of the game. It's a bad start. Yeah, it's not giving me the cursor to click here. Maybe I need to do it from a distance? No? What happens if you click the television news crew?
Looks like a television news crew.
Click on Lieber. Is it? Oh, here we go. Huh. I just had to click on him twice.
My name is Gabriel Knight. I've been trying to get in touch with you at the station.
Don't turn around. Oh no. The commissar's in town. Uh-oh. Yes, please someone auto-tune and remix Looks Like a Television News Crew, my duet with Gabriel Knight.
Looks like a television news crew.
You can tell I'm enjoying a game.
I don't think they'd know much about it.
If I'm singing through it.
I don't think...
Auto-tune the Jess. This code is big. It's big and perfect.
Looks like a television news crew.
Quit clicking it. Okay.
He's not listening.
I don't think they'd know much about it.
Use your card on the news crew. Is that my card? Is this your card?
I'm not sure the German public would be interested in that. I'm not sure the He's not listening.
Oh no, the news van appeared in Farrell's stream as well. Oh, maybe click on the body. That's a good
Wonder
idea.
who the victim was this time.
I don't think they'd know much about it.
Other than the evidence. Probably not a letter from Grace. Do I have evidence? Oh, you better believe, Ben, that I owned a magic kit when I was a kid. Ah, the report from the biologist. That's not it. It's unfortunate so much of the game is about memos and notes and things, and they all kind of look alike in the inventory. Oh.
Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I need to discuss some evidence with you.
What do you want? I'm busy here.
I have some evidence here that contradicts your zoo wolves theory. I was wondering if maybe we could discuss it.
I found two kinds of hair.
You are or what you think you're doing, but I don't have time for this.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Gabriel, I love you.
Looks like a television news crew.
Here we go.
Are y'all with the news? I have some information you might find of interest.
You're an American.
That's right.
And you believe you have information about the mutilation killings?
I do have some information, yes, ma'am. I was about to discuss it with the commissar over there, but he seems kind of busy. I thought I'd speak with y'all instead.
Nun gut, was soll's. Dreh schön, Dieter. Wir befinden uns am Tatort des bis jetzt letzten bizarren Todesfalles der durch die Killerwölfe herbeigeführt wurde. Mit mir befindet sich ein Amerikaner, der offensichtlich wichtige Hinweise bezüglich dieses Mordfalles hat. You believe you have information about the wolf killing, sir?
Yes, I do. I was about to ask Commissar Lieber over there some questions, such as why animal hair found at the crime scene is reddish brown when the escaped zoo wolves were gray.
Fragt, wieso die Tierhaare am Tatort rötlich-braun sind, wie doch die entlaufenen Zuwölfe offensichtlich grau waren.
And how come paw prints found at the scene indicate an animal much larger than the zoo wolf species Canis lupus lupus?
Und fragt, wieso die Pfotenabdrücke am Tatort viel größer sind als die der Zoowölfe. How did you get this information?
Well,
All right, you have my attention. Now, who are you?
I'm Gabriel Knight. The
Thought
American
you'd know
novelist.
that.
I've been by your station to see you, but funny thing, they would not let me in.
All right, I'll see you at the station later, but only if you agree to get out of here and not talk to the boys.
You got it.
Oh, this is so good. I love everything about it.
I told Lieber I wouldn't talk to the press anymore. He's busy. I'll see him at the station.
Go to the club.
The police won't let me do any investigating at the crime scene.
We've been on the televis. Look at that strut.
Good morning, Herr Knight. I'm afraid there's no one here at the moment. They're all busy with their daily tasks. You are, however, welcome to use the club. So I've been informed.
Thank you, Xavier. You're so kind. Mind if we chat for a moment?
Anything to be of service, sir.
You know, one of my favorite things that Gabriel did in the previous scene that I should have commented on then is I love how every time that someone points out that he's an American, he takes that like it's a compliment somehow, when generally when you're an American traveling abroad, nobody means that in a great way. So I just love that every time someone says, "Oh, you're an American," he's just like smiles like, "Yeah, got it. You got it exactly right. Bet you guys love Americans."
So tell me about the club.
What about it?
How long has the club been around?
Since 1970.
No way. The old Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge? It's older than that, isn't it?
Die Königliche Bayerische Hofjagdloge is ancient. This particular form of it is new.
What happened in 1970?
Baron von Glauer came. He brought a new vision. The lodge had nearly died out. Hunting is not so popular as it used to be.
Were you here when von Glauer joined?
Baron von Glauer. He hired me later, in 72.
Yeah, I'm glad we finally have a character who's really showing how sick he is of dealing with Gabriel.
How many members are there?
There are 5 now, not including you. I'm not sure of your status.
5? You mean the men that were here last night make up the entire club?
Quantity is not an overriding concern with us, Herr Knight. The Baron personally interviewed and approved each new member. Despite your own experience, this club is extremely exclusive. Not everyone would fit in.
No, I don't suppose they would. How often do the club members go hunting?
As a group, once a month or so.
Once a month? Hell, I thought y'all were hunters. Back home, you don't get out there and spill a little blood at least once a week. The other men start looking at you funny.
Organized club hunts are once a month. Members can use the club's lodges anytime on a more casual basis, and they frequently do.
This is so good. Oh, just the performances, the writing, everything.
So, tell me about the club members.
I don't gossip about our members, Herr Knight.
Gossip? With you? Please.
Oh, dramatic music.
I've never met anyone as obviously discreet as you.
Thank you.
If you could drop a load if you wanted to, though. You probably
Yeah, you
know more
could drop
about
a
what
load.
goes on around here than anyone.
True. At least I used to. But with all these new people coming in, I'm not sure I know anything anymore.
All these new people? You mean I'm not the only fresh blood?
No, Herr Dr. Klingman was only accepted a few weeks ago.
Really? Who brought him in?
I was not in on the discussion, so I really couldn't say. But I'm sure there was more thought behind his acceptance than yours.
I love when Gabriel resets to neutral. It just creates these very awkward conversational pauses that are just perfect.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Alrighty. All right, Xavier. Thanks.
Okay, we grilled him pretty well. Ooh, sinister music here.
Dead things. Gotta love them. Dead things. Gotta love them. Dead things. Gotta love them.
Gotta love me.
I don't think I should get too comfy around here. I don't think I should get too comfy around here.
Ooh, now the clock, you say? I've heard the clock is one of the more memorable bits of the game. Ooh, we're gonna sit in a fine leather chair. Walk back and put clock in big plant. Walk back to Xavier, open... Wow.
Huh. It's in German.
Wow.
I don't think I should get too comfy around here.
Okay, so... Walk back and put clock in big plant. Oops. Ah, there's the plant. In question, I bet. Boy, why is Gabriel doing this? Curious. He's totally clocked that plant. Okay. Walk back to Xavier, and after he leaves...
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
Oh, here we go.
Somebody's at the door.
I can hear.
You just got cuckoo clocked. Oop. Nonchalant Gabriel is my favorite Gabriel. You would think it would be smug Gabriel, but nonchalant Gabriel is really very good. How could you not trust that guy? He's so innocent.
Everything all right?
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
Oh, I love it. Let's see. Let me scroll back up here. Okay. We're gonna There's some Gabriels in the chat. You love to see them. Okay. You just wiggle those out of his coat somehow? I'll put it back now and then go see him. Yeah, I guess the door to the Cuckoo Clock store was open when we revisited in this chapter, but was it before? I don't think so, but again, why would we know to go back? This seems like a really wild puzzle to try to figure out.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
Möchte wissen, wer das ist.
Oh, it's nonchalant Gabriel again. He's the best. Okay, let's put the keys back. Oh, sausages are next. As I understand it, Farrell has a particular interest in sausage men. So I'm glad she could be here.
Everything all right?
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
There's some sausage men now in the chats. Thank you. Now do I go back and get my clock again? Device versed. Okay. I guess we go through that door we just opened. That would check out. Oop, nonchalant Gabriel. Am I starting to like this version of Gabriel more than Tim Curry? Is that okay if I do? I don't know how I feel about it. Very cool. I don't know. You know, Tim Curry's amazing as Gabriel Knight, but I just think seeing an actual actor in full motion video somehow is winning me over. I don't know.
Aren't some of these endangered species?
All Gabriels are good. That's a great point. Tim Curry comes back for Gabriel Knight 3, doesn't he?
Aren't some of these endangered species? Aren't some of these endangered species? Just a guess, but I don't think this stuff has much to do with hunting.
Hi, is this where y'all rent mopeds?
There's Gabriel Knight 3 Gabriel with his cat hair mustache. Thank you so much, Tom, for slapping on the Mosley sticker. After all, he is in disguise there. Oh, it's so good. Who doesn't love it? Is this where you guys rent mopeds?
Photos of the club hunts. Looks like Von Glauer and Von Zell monopolized the camera. Or the hunts. Photos of the club hunts. Looks like Von Glauer and Von Zell monopolized the camera. Or the hunts.
Oh, these guys hunt ninjas. Absolutely. This is going to take a strange turn toward ninja action. These are all very good, very realistic looking photos.
What the hell do these guys hunt anyway? Ninjas? What the hell do these guys hunt anyway? Ninjas?
Oh, that's so good. Oh my goodness.
What the hell do these guys hunt anyway? Ninjas?
So good. Okay, anything else down here to explore? Oh, ATM machine, are you linking the possible original casting / stand-in Gabriel Knight? Oh, it's so good. Let's hear it one more time.
What the hell do these guys hunt anyway? Ninjas?
I don't see anything else in the room unless anyone can point me toward it. Like, not much else I can interact with. This is my looking for hotspots maneuver. It is very scientific. The figure 8 search pattern. Infallible. Where's the ledger? On the table? Oh, that ledger. Gotcha. Thank you, Paul, not Pat.
Rice, Von Agner, Henneman. I met them all last night. I wonder what these figures mean.
No problem. Fluffy Kitten, you're not on duty. You've helped so much. Stepping away for a minute is no inconvenience at all. Thank you, though. Ledger, I don't even
Rice,
know.
Von Agner, Henneman. I met them all last night. I wonder what these figures mean.
No, I was hoping to be
Mr. Knight?
Von Clower.
This room is for members. Only.
Oh,
This
sorry.
beefy man.
The door was open. I'll go up.
Wait. I'd better make sure you do not take another unexpected detour. After you.
Après-vous.
Sava, kommen Sie!
Gabriel's in
Ja,
trouble.
Baron Von Zell? I found the basement door unlocked and Herr Knight below. Perhaps you could keep a better eye on the keys in the future.
I will, Baron Von Zell.
He's going to sulk in that big leather chair, read a magazine. Let's chat.
May I speak with you, Baron Von Zell?
Yes? What is it?
Kind of just want to sit here awkwardly. Watch them do their idle animations.
So, what do you do for a living, Baron Von Zell?
For a living? My family is in banking, Herr Knight. What do you do for a living?
Me? I'm a writer.
A writer? How aggressive of you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I take it you're particularly fond of hunting. I noticed the photographs downstairs. You and the Baron sure do get around.
We are the best? You may find that out for yourself someday.
Oh, I'm anxious for us to hit the field. I have a feeling there's a lot I could learn from you.
You may find yourself more challenged than you can imagine.
True. I don't get in as much practice as I'd like, and hunting's like any other sport. The more you do it, the better you get.
Bullshit. Hunting is a matter of the spirit, of will.
So it is.
However, Evan could see that von Glover and I have had more practice than the others in the club. We used to hunt together quite a bit.
Used to. You don't hunt together anymore?
No, not often.
You see, I feel like if this were Gabriel Knight 1, like 4 of the dialogue options would just be some variation of tell me what you know about werewolves. I like that Gabriel is a little more subtle in this game.
Are you and Von Glauer too busy to hunt much these days, or have y'all fallen out?
I suppose I've simply outgrown him.
Really? In what way?
Wolfy
You wouldn't
ways.
understand.
Oh. How about telling me about the other club members?
I have a better idea. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Like what?
For example, why are you in Munich?
Oh, I'm just vacationing and thought I'd stop by on my way through.
Really? And where are you staying in Munich?
At my castle.
Outside of town a ways.
Which suburb?
I'm on a farm, actually. And you know, I don't remember the name of the area. Probably couldn't pronounce it anyway.
Yes. Quite curious for someone with a supposedly high Germanic background.
High Germanic background!
I guess going out and making your mark on the rest of the world will do that to a family line.
Yeah, Gabe playing dumb is also very good. I agree, ATM Machine. I think whenever we get his aw shucks kind of moments, they're very good. The performance, I don't know, I love it. I can't help it.
The club seems to be an exciting place. Do y'all travel much as a group?
No.
Really? You don't hunt abroad?
We are all very busy men.
Very German. Very busy.
Oh, isn't that odd?
Tell me more about the club.
So, how do you like the club?
Herr Knight, if you wish to learn about the club, you should keep your mouth shut and observe.
You don't hunt abroad.
You mentioned that y'all don't go on hunting trips abroad?
We do not.
But those trophies in the basement, do y'all really have white tigers in Germany or lions?
The majority of what the club hunts are far more common species, Herr Knight. The trophies in the basement are exceptions, and they were obtained quite legally.
Oh, you misunderstand me, Baron von.
I think not. In any case, the basement is not public territory, and its contents are, therefore, none of your concern.
I wonder if that was the dialogue option
apologize.
that takes him
As
off.
a guest of this club, the why you are a guest of this club is a mystery to me. But as a guest, perhaps you should limit your prowling and sniffing to areas which you are offered openly by those who belong here.
You're so right.
Wow. Wow. Okay, we didn't get to ask him about the Black Wolf. I hope that didn't dead end me or anything. Can anyone confirm if that's like game over somehow? Doesn't matter. Good to know.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
He's pumped that particular well dry. Just less points. Oh well. Let's see. So where to now, I wonder? How do I get to Von Glauer? Subway. Yes. Well, now let me Isn't that a subway exit? Ah, there. No? Let's go to the other one. Have you looked at von Glauer's business card? That's a great question. Answer? I don't know.
Baron Friedrich von Glauer. He lives in the Perlacker district.
Perlacker district, you say? Oops.
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
Adventure game star. There we go. Ran to the subway, y'all. Perfect. Oh, this is too good already. He's in a smoking jacket.
Entschuldigung, Baron. Gabriel Knight ist hier, Sie zu sehen.
Lassen Sie bitte ihn herein. Gabriel, what a pleasure to see you so soon. Bringen Sie uns bitte ein zweites Glas Wein.
Hope I'm not taking advantage of your kind invitation.
Well, my invitations are meant to be kept. Come, warm yourself.
Here it comes.
You like wine? I got hooked on the grape when I lived in France.
It's fine, Baron.
Call me Friedrich.
All right.
Good. I like to have things settled. You were going to tell me how you found the club and about your hunting in America.
Oh, there must be more interesting subjects.
No doubt. You are a man who runs deep, I suspect.
On my off days.
I find nothing more stimulating than a new companion. A fresh mind with treasures to reap. New thoughts like rare birds uncovered and examined, one by one. It is only when people know each other well that they run out of things to say.
May we never be so cursed.
Wow. This is amazing.
That's a great mask. Mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
Interesting. Is it African?
No, Indian. I picked it up in Brazil.
Huh. Von Glauer says it's Indian. Von Glauer says it's Indian.
All right. I love von Glauer. He's so great. Definitely want to ask him about himself. But first, I really love the weird close-up version of him here. The non-full motion video version.
Are you from Munich originally?
No, I was raised abroad. But both of my parents had deep Bavarian roots.
Really? Where abroad?
All over. France, England, South America, North America. I love to travel.
So tell me about your family.
The von Glauers? We are not nearly as old a line as the Ritters, I'm afraid.
Do you have a wife? Children?
Good God, no.
You sound like someone else I know.
I've been picking up on certain similarities between us. Do you have relatives? How fares the Ritter family tree?
I'm the last.
I too. I suppose all trees eventually stop bearing fruit.
Oh, that's interesting, Vault Vanderhuge. I've been watching Captain Badgertail play some Laura Bow too. Or Laura Bow also, but I guess she's playing Laura Bow too. So either way. But yeah, there's some stuff in that game too.
How'd you end up here?
My circumstances were probably not much different than your own. I wanted to return to the land of my ancestors, and so I did. Which reminds me, you were going to tell me how the Ritter family ended up in America.
My grandfather. He left the family and went to New Orleans.
But you chose to return to the family. Why?
If you want to know the truth, I didn't have a hell of a lot of choice.
Yes. I understand.
Tell me about the club.
I'd prefer it if you formed your own opinions.
I wish this conversation would never
to be perfectly
end.
frank, I could use a fresh perspective. That's one reason why I invited you to join us.
I would agree 100% NBA Dag. I think that the acting throughout the game has been pretty unironically good. Like, some of the scenes with Grace and Gerda were a little cringe, but again, I don't know if that falls to the actors so much as the writing and directing of those scenes. I mean, the actress playing Grace did make some choices during her I quit grad school to be Gabriel's assistant and I don't want you to be his assistant scene. But yeah, this isn't bad at all.
How about telling me about the other club members?
Ah, my select few. You find them valuable friends once you get to know them.
Did most of them come to the club through you?
For the most part. Though occasionally, fate throws one into my lap.
That smile. So good. You're right. Ben, I think I saw a little ways back up. I believe it was you that said there are the pauses, they're just part of the game, and then there are the meaningful pauses. And both do work really well.
All of the men at the club are from wealthy German families, I gather.
Yes, but it's not quite that simple. I am a believer in self-determination. Each man at the club must also be personally accomplished and gifted.
Really?
Absolutely. For example, von Eigner owns one of Germany's biggest meat butchering plants, and he runs an elite private brewery. It's true he inherited the business, but he's expanded it a great deal.
A butchery? Huh. And the others?
Price is recognized as one of the best trial lawyers in Germany. He seems pleasant enough in person, but you would be surprised how vicious he can be in the courtroom.
And Henneman?
Is with the government. He has a prominent position and is an acknowledged contender for higher office.
Really? How high?
There have been newspaper reports that predicted the highest.
That would be convenient for his friends, wouldn't it?
Such men are an asset to everyone who knows them.
And Baron von Zell?
Von Zell's family owned the majority of stock of one of Munich's oldest banks.
In his own personal accomplishments?
Gar is a quite promising young man. He was always top of his class, the best at anything he did.
I keep picking up a past tense here.
You haven't seen him at his best. He's going through a rough spot lately, I'm afraid.
Who isn't, though? Hey, the bot is over there in the chat. I see spamming things out. Again, you can always slap a sticker on, just hover over the video window. I think next week there's going to be a Von Glauer sticker. There has to be, right? I just have to decide which line of dialogue I want to clip for the sticker. But also, please come join our Discord server, codename Iceman the Ride. You have a link there. It's a great place to talk adventure games and all kinds of stuff like that with me, the crew over at Adventure Tuesday. If you've seen P.S. Garrick in the chat, you should follow him. They stream adventure games every Tuesday night. I come in on Wednesdays and do the job on this channel. But we got together to launch this Discord and are always looking for new members. So please, if you want to talk adventure games with other adventure gamers, it's a great place to go. Oh, great, Farrell, we'd love to have you there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that link should get you there. I don't think that the link has expired, but I've been in a habit of giving out expired links lately, so it's not beyond possibility.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
Whoa.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's good.
Right. Gunther! Würden Sie das bitte reinigen?
You barely got me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Better than all right. Gunther.
I feel so clumsy. Danke, Gunther. What was it you asked again?
Oh gosh, it's great.
I asked if you'd ever heard of the Black Wolf.
Of course, you did.
Oh, it's so good.
These killings in the papers. They've really got me derailed.
Derailed?
Any particular reason?
Killer wolves.
People getting slaughtered.
No.
Children. In broad daylight. Nature can seem cruel, but it is orderly. It does not waste or torture, not like this. And with the club espousing what we do, our philosophy does not support this kind of thing.
I'm sure that's true.
I apologize.
Oh, ATM machine, that's great. This wolf has personally offended me.
I am concerned that we are not put in the best of light under these circumstances. To promote hunting when these atrocities in the papers. You must understand. The nature I promote is not a murderer. When a healthy beast kills, it takes only what it needs to survive, and it does so respectfully. It is only the man who is capable of such a pointless slaughter. I'll be glad when this has passed. I'm sure the other men feel the same way.
I think we basically got a moment there where Von Glauer was like, if I were a wolf, which I am not, I need to stress that point, that is absolutely not how I would murder people. It's disrespectful. If I were a wolf, I would, which I'm not, I would never, ever do that. Can't be clearer about the fact that I'm not a wolf, but were I a wolf, that's not how I would wolf. Wolf being a verb in that last instance.
There's something about the club I don't quite understand.
Yes?
I get the feeling you're not your average, ordinary hunting club.
No?
No.
Well, that room in the basement, for instance.
I gather you've been exploring.
Well, the door was open.
It doesn't matter. You are right. Yes. Die Königlich-Bayerische Hofjagdloge is more than just a hunting club. We share certain philosophical beliefs as well.
It's a good point, Vault Vanderhuge. Of course, no one would ever do something like that. And certainly no one would ever publish a book like that.
I'm curious about these philosophical beliefs of yours. Can I
You're at the
talk in and enlighten me?
fountainhead?
Are you really interested?
Yes.
I'm glad. You seem to be the sort of man who would appreciate our way of thinking. The men at the club and I, it is our desire to reconnect with our true physical nature.
Go on.
Think of it this way. What makes men different from any other species on this planet? Civilization, of course. Oh, it's not a bad thing, human society. But it has come at a terrible price. Through civilization, man has lost his physical self, his sensory power, his instinct, if you will. He became fat and lazy, a dulled, rusted blade.
And those are my good days.
Picture a beast in the woods. It is alert. It smells. It sees. It feels everything around it. It can tell where some other animal has passed days before, where food is to be found. It can sense danger. You put civilized man in the woods, and he's comparably deaf, dumb, and blind.
I hear you, but isn't some of that related to physical makeup? Our senses of smell and hearing aren't as sharp as those of wolves, for example.
That's just it.
Aha.
Surely men once had those abilities.
Makes sense.
As generations of city dwellers failed to use their most acute senses, genetically they started to fall away, the way limbs wither when not exercised. I believe we can hold this degeneration. And not only hold it, but recover that which was lost.
It's an interesting concept. Do you have any proof that such powers are recoverable?
Proof? I felt things myself. Keener hearing, sharper smells, but documentable proof? That is harder. To what extent we can recover these primal abilities, and what some of those abilities might prove to be, that is what we still struggle to find out.
You're very convincing, Friedrich. There's no doubt that the potential is fascinating.
All right, wow. That was a lot to work with, huh? Now we understand the club's philosophy. Oh, there's more about the club philosophy. I want to hear everything about this. I want to live in this conversation for the rest of my life.
How does one go about trying to get back in touch with one's physical self? Does it have something to do with hunting?
You are bright. That's part of it. Yes.
You are bright.
Man is, or was, a predator. But unfortunately, he was too smart for his own good. He figured out how to raise his prey in pens. Hunting helps us get back in touch with our predator soul.
Do you? Get back in touch with your predator soul?
Some of us have been more successful at tapping into that than others.
Well, I'm marking this guy off my suspect list. Everything seems on the up and up here.
So how has this philosophy affected the men in the club?
The men at the club are all excellent specimens who have used the philosophy to increase their success and power.
Boy, it does sound like Jordan
Woods
Peterson now.
becomes corporate headquarters, your prey, the competition.
Some of the technique can be applied, yes. When the senses are primed, one can pick up all sort of feedback that is normally lost in the haze.
Speaking hypothetically, do you think it would be possible to take this philosophy too far?
Funny that should occur to you so quickly.
It hadn't occurred to me for the longest time. I hope not.
Wow. Is that
I'm
all?
not sure what else to say.
I'm not sure what else to say either. Wow. Goodness gracious. Wow. Goodness gracious, that was pretty wonderful. So, do I need to show him something? You like cuckoo clocks.
I don't think the Baron would be.
Yes, absolutely. The sexual tension is off the charts, and I love it.
I don't think the Baron would be interested in my stuff.
I think he'd be super interested in a book about werewolves. Just go to the police. Okay, I'm going to go to the police, and then probably that's going to be it for tonight, but we'll get one more scene. I can't
I
end
hate to
there.
say it, but I should go.
It's been a rare pleasure.
Yeah. I've been kind of isolated over here myself.
Oh.
I'll see you at the club tonight, won't I?
Oh, right.
And perhaps you'd like to come over for a drink after that? To give us a chance to talk some more about the others.
I'd like that. Thanks.
I mean, is this subtext? Does it operate at a level below the text at this point? Okay. Is this where the police were? Or were the police at the main street? What's this place? Ah, police station. Perfect. This sexy man might be a werewolf. Help.
Kommen Sie herein.
Kommissar Lieber, so generous of you to see me.
Sit down, Mr. Knight.
Oh, Von Glauer knocked that out of the park. I mean, that was just a fabulous performance.
Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
How do you say quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Sit down.
Oh, I love this. It's another great relationship Gabriel's formed.
Exactly.
You want information? I want information. It's kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Why not? I'm not asking for anything confidential. Hell, I can't even read the damn newspapers around here. Press release stuff, that's all I want.
All right. But then it's your turn. Agreed?
I hear you.
Which part are we requesting as a sticker here? I may have to take a note. Are we wanting his, my ring light! My beautiful lighting! You saw my human skin for a moment. Because I am a human, not a wolf, clearly. There is no translation! My ring light again! Okay, I can't open my drawer to get a pen, but let me just jot this down here. Okay. Ah! Say. Alright. Sorry, I have a very elaborate setup here. Tell me about yourself.
How long have you been a commissar?
Yeah, the rest is
10
gone.
years.
All of them here in Munich?
Yes.
And a criminal commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is, say, more like an English chief inspector.
Ah, P.D. James.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, at this point, my carpal tunnel wrist kind of sounds like a cement mixer when I roll it around. That's probably normal, though, right?
Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
How many victims have there been?
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't found yet?
No. The killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of broad criminal. Breadcrumbs?
Jack the Ripper Wolf.
Jack the Ripper Wolf. Good theory.
When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
2 days
Werewolf?
after the zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The 2 teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Huber girl 6 days ago.
They're speeding up.
Maybe.
Thank you, NBA Dag, for inviting Werner back to the stream. Jane Jensen's still sitting there in the stickers, so far unslapped onto the stream.
What about the locations of the killings? Any pattern there?
You can see for yourself if you like. I have a marked map on the wall. Until last night, the killer always struck 30 to 40 minutes outside the city. The first was killed north of München near Esching. The 2 males were killed in Feldkirchen, that's east.
Cut the chit-chat
Tony Huber was
and hand
killed on
over
her
the
parents'
cash.
farm just west of Lacham.
Thank you, Jane, for slapping the Jane Jensen sticker. I couldn't find a good voice file of Jane Jensen, but that's her performing the role
Cut
of...
the chit-chat and hand over the cash.
Farrell did it too. Thank you. Thank you again. That's her performing the role of Maybot in the CD-ROM version of Space Quest 4. So it was a nice clean MP3 file that I could just import very easily. So thank you. Leave no Jane unslapped. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the support. Wow, we've got a lot to talk about here.
What does forensics say about the killer?
That information is not for the press.
But the bite marks, saliva, you've seen the bodies, I haven't.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess?
Canis lupus lupus.
Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah. That's what I thought.
What can you tell me about wolf penises? Thank you, Rouge.
Have you given any thought at all about the possibility of
what?
A werewolf? Never mind.
Oh, it's so good.
The killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly at the crime scene, evidence on the killer does not match what we know of the zoo wolves.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo records.
I think the zoo would know if they had a reddish-brown hybrid in the wolf kennel.
I didn't say it was likely. Another possibility is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
Wild?
Possibly. Maybe. A pet.
A pet? As in, maybe the reason you haven't been able to track the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
It's possible.
You keep saying an animal. You found evidence of only one animal? One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet 2 wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say, the zoo wolves do not figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that.
Uh-oh. Oh, the actor's American. Interesting.
Tell me about the latest victim.
Male, 52, Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier. What an amazing coincidence. Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
What lair? What are you talking about?
Not sure, actually. Random thought. Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a black wolf in general.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. We should always start by asking about the Black Wolf. Seems to really provoke a response in everyone. Mein labor.
Here is this.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes. Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods. But no one believed her. She was verrückt. Crazy.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
Okay. It is a shame, Paul, as you said, she was pretty, which makes the crime that much more tragic.
Do you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Oh, sure.
No,
mostly
not here in Germany.
teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. Families are not like they used to be, yes?
Suppose not. That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm sorry,
investigating the
ATM.
murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American PI?
You could say that.
And how did the Hubers end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see. And this evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
What do you know about werewolves?
All right, Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
You wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
To hair.
I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow. That's me.
A shadow hunter. Okay. I bet that ends our conversation here, right? So, let's save. Close enough. And this is probably where I am going to call it a night too, because it is past my bedtime and I'm getting very, very sleepy. But I did want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. This has been a blast. I am loving playing this game, and I'm especially loving it with such a fun crowd who's as into it as I am. So thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to everyone for supporting the stream and just hanging out. You know, this is my first time playing Gabriel Knight 2, and getting to share it with people who are also maybe experiencing it their first time, or who are old fans who've loved it for years. Either way, it's a real blast. So thank you again so much. I was going to raid, but it doesn't look like any of my peeps are online at the moment. So we might just go ahead and...
My German isn't very good. My name is Gabriel Knight. I'm an American novelist.
Just in time, Tom. Thank you. Thanks everyone again for joining me. I'm going to call it a night here. I'll be back next Wednesday, continuing on with Gabriel Knight. Also, I'll be back on Monday. Before that, I'm currently playing through Batman the Telltale series. So be sure, if you're curious about that game, which is also pretty fun, to drop by Monday night. But in the meantime, have a good evening, everyone, and I will see you again soon.